Good morning, Clinton County, Wilmington, Ohio, 45177 citizens of the county, the state, and the nation. Last night was the beginning series, as some of you know, of the suspicious disappearance of Casey Pitzer. And many of you know that there's been lots of people that have dug in really deep, like myself, Daryl Petrie, and Spencer, and Greg. There's been lots of people that haven't been spoke of that has been helping find the truth. So what I'm going to try to do is on a daily basis come and narrate the after story. And what I would like to point out from last night's episode is you saw a statement by our county prosecutor, now County Prosecutor Mr Shidaker, and it was a quote regarding the failed polygraphs, which might add the last two gentlemen that was seen with Casey Pitzer they both failed polygraphs. One was inconsistent, and what is some people may say inconsistency is not a lie. Well, in that world, it is, and I won't get into how I know that, but it is. Normally, those things are retaken, and they do reveal, the guy's not being honest or female. So, with this said, Mr. Shidaker in his comments stated something to the effect of, "I always thought that with the failed polygraphs, there should have been more investigations." Why is this important? What many of you don't know is that man was the Wilmington City Law Director and who was over the operations of the police department. He had a large say in that. In fact, a very, very powerful say in that. And so my question is, why didn't you do it then, Mr. Shidaker? Or was your statement purely out of convenience because you had a very aggressive investigative reporter in your face, not going to accept some of the things that we have been told? So with this said, like I said, on a daily basis, I'm going to hit on a few things, share a few things that some of the opinions that maybe that Mr. Winters didn't cover, but I think he's so far from the first episode, I think he's doing a heck of a job, and I think if anything, it's going to gain the exposure that this young lady's death is. I mean, this deserves attention on more levels than many of you know. The failures that were involved, the lack of I won't get into those because I'm getting ahead of myself. But what you may or may not see sometime in the near future, you're going to see where phone records were subpoenaed. Out of the 6, I believe, we only got 1. And so why is that? Well, that's the golden question. Because the players involved that we would really tell us more about calls that were made. Who are they made to? My opinion, I think once those phone records are obtained, that's going to add another player. I believe it with all my heart. I believe there's somebody behind the scenes here that's directly involved and has a great deal of knowledge that has yet to be revealed. And but it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. The mission of Mr. Petrie, Mr. Spencer McKay, myself, it's moving right along. It's called exposure. It's called persistence. It's called not stopping, because the level of felonies that were committed by officials within this case in itself is absolutely on every level disgusting. You're not going to play. You can't simply play dumb and say, "Oops." No, because these failures came with intentions. Simplify and God bless, and I hope and pray the rest of these series is what I hope it to be. Very revealing for our citizens, the nation, the country, because this is unacceptable. This is absolutely, positively unacceptable. God bless you and simplify.